After a month of constant bombing and shelling, with graphic evidence that Russia has destroyed apartment buildings, schools, hospitals, shopping centers, and lives, a review by the State Department has determined that Russia should be held accountable for a criminal war of aggression.
This review underpins the assessment that the Secretary announced today, that Russian forces are indeed committing war crimes in Ukraine. We are committed to pursuing full accountability for war crimes in Ukraine.
That declaration as President Biden arrived in Brussels for an emergency meeting of NATO. He's expected to reveal a punishing new set of sanctions, some of which will hit the pockets of Kremlin politicians. Before leaving Washington, the president again expressed fear that Putin, frustrated that his war isn't going well, could resort to use of chemical weapons.
I think it's a real threat.
And yet another threat, the use of nuclear weapons. In an interview on CNN, Moscow's chief spokesman would not deny that it is a possibility.
We have a concept of domestic security. If it is an existential threat for our country, then it can be used in accordance with our concept.
In retaliation for Western sanctions, President Putin said Moscow will no longer accept foreign currency from unfriendly countries, only Russian rubles for purchase of oil. Another setback for Putin, a sign of cracks in Moscow's ranks. Anatoly Chubas, the first senior official to break ranks over the war. He has resigned and left the country. Sirens wailed as the sun set over the capital of Kyiv, still under heavy fire. Stiff resistance by Ukrainian fighters has stifled Russian forces from taking the city. Missiles launched from land batteries and warships in the Black Sea continue to reduce Ukraine to rubble. Drone video dramatizes the extent of destruction in Mariupol. 100,000 civilians remain trapped, struggling to survive. The anguish of the war is written on the faces of those still trying to escape. The children clutched in the arms of their mothers, the comfort of their carriages abandoned in the dash to safety, and the elderly being lent a helping hand to leave the clutches of war. And at the United Nations today, the Security Council overwhelmingly defeated a Russian resolution that acknowledged Ukraine's growing humanitarian needs. But it did not mention the Russian invasion that caused the crisis. That defeat came as the General Assembly began considering a resolution that clearly states and condemns Russia's aggression. Debate on that continues tomorrow. Corey Tampson.